So, hello, and welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. Please be aware, if you are new to the channel, I do not sugarcoat my messages and I have no filter. So, for all of you that say,
I want the truth!
Some of you absolutely can and will handle the truth here just fine. Others of you, well,
you can't handle the truth!
At least not yet, and that's okay. I trust when you're ready, you'll find yourself back here liking my videos as a subscriber in divine time. For those of you who are self-aware enough to stay and listen, drop a like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. With that said, always take readings how they resonate with you. If you are confused about the message of a reading, I always recommend coming back in about 2 weeks' time and seeing it with different eyes. Most of the time, if you're confused about a reading, you're trying to connect it with a scenario that it's not actually pertaining to. So no matter how tempting it is to listen to this and try and connect the dots to someone else in your experience, understand they're in your experience because of something you are learning through witnessing them to begin with as a divine mirror. So no matter how tempting it is to connect it to someone else, know that I am always reading it to help you better understand yourself and your own healing. Also know, if you look at the image, it represents the 12 houses of your birth chart. Okay, so we all have all of them. If I note certain astrological signs or planets, it's either because that is what is specifically healing in your chart right now or is being recognized in the reading as the area that is healing, or it is being aspected by the different things going on in the current cosmos that's bringing it up. So just because I say a certain sign and it's not your sign does not mean it's someone else. It's most likely a certain area in your chart that's being acknowledged, or it's a certain aspect going on in the current cosmos that is reflecting on the different healings going on in your own chart. Now I'm ready if you're ready. So let's begin. Okay, so these are the full moon in Leo highest good secret code name readings. These readings are purchased by individuals through my Etsy shop and are their personal readings. However, if you are drawn to a secret code name, chances are there is a message in it for you. This is secret code name Tucan. All right, secret code name Tucan. If you'd ever like your own secret code name, the link to my Etsy is in the description below. All right. So secret code name Tucan. I pulled from my White Light Oracle cards and drew a major arcana from my Patch Tarot to clarify it, and then got some more insight into what this highest good looks like for you with the remainder of the Patch Tarot cards. Okay. For your White Light Oracle guidance, so that you understand, right, as I get into the other cards, so that you understand why this guidance comes out. I'm going to read it to you first. You got Beta of Spirit Wolf and Yogini of 285 Hertz. All right. So Beta of Spirit Wolf, it says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune in to your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issues. Spirit Wolf skillfully guides us through transition and uncertainty. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence so that we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently and safely find our way around them. Okay. Spirit Wolf tunes us into our instincts without creating paranoia or a hyper-aroused state, right, mentally or emotionally. The Yogini of 285 Hertz says changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. Okay. When the yogini of 285 Hertz makes her presence felt in a reading, it is a sign that we are on a powerful healing journey to connect body, mind, and soul with the truth of our own spiritual nature. We are working at an inner level to let go of past pains and open up to our empowerment and grace, dignity, and legitimacy in the present moment. There is a spiritual approach to heal any and all struggles in our lives. Note, the tone of 285 Hertz supports the treatment of wounds, cuts, burns, or any other damaged tissue. It is a tone of optimal health. Just like the yogini who has access to the original vitality of our spirit and seeks to infuse that well-being into the body, mind, and soul, this tone is healing, correcting that which has fallen out of alignment and bringing it back to center. It's a frequency of the cosmic blueprint and helps heal our physical body and realign us with our soul's journey, synchronizing our inner and outer lives, right? This coming out with the Crown, which is a special major arcana in the Patch Tarot. It is major arcana number 22. It is the completion and embodiment versus unfulfillment. You're reaching the ending of a chapter, which is why you're feeling the energy of the upcoming cards, right? We have the Two of Wands clarified by the Prince of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Six of Wands clarified by the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups clarified by the Ace of Discs or the Ace of Coins. We have 3 aces here. So, the closing out of the cycle is pretty clear because the new beginning is definitely showing itself in a very clear way with 3 aces. Understand if you're feeling, right, Two of Wands is Genesis versus destruction. There's a war within the self, right? There's this passionate self and then this logistical self, the masculine energy within that wants to do certain things and is being thwarted and can't. And it's like a human free will versus a higher divine will at play. So if things are rubbing you the wrong way or not going as you planned, it's because there's another way, there's a higher way. The Prince of Swords reminds to be more cerebral and less capricious, because capricious is when our behavior becomes highly unpredictable. It's like working for a boss. It never feels good, right? Working for a boss who you never know what kind of mood he's in. Whether it's first thing when you walk in or afternoon or before y'all go home at the end of the day, like you never actually know what mood he's in when you're talking to him. We've had parents like that or friends like that whose mood changes, their behavior changes on a whim. Nobody actually likes that. And when we're at war with the self, that tends to be the outcome, right? The physical manifestation of our inner state into the outer experience for other people. When we're at war with the self, we become destructive and unpredictable. Okay, we become unpredictable. When we are in alignment with ourselves, we choose to create and see the positive outcome for something as opposed to being frustrated that it's not working out. It's like, okay, well, it didn't work out for a reason. There must be something better. It's about realigning with that mentality. This is what the full moon in Leo is getting you used to. This sense of, okay, it's not working out, which means the direction shifting. And I need to start, going with the flow more, not being distracted by what's not working out, but rather be inspired that Spirit's taking you in a new direction, right? The Ace of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands. Being inspired to endure through the shift versus rejecting the self and becoming lazy because you don't know what to do with the circumstances, because everything you do is for nothing. And it's not for nothing. It's just that everything you're doing is from an ego or logical or very human perspective instead of a spiritual one. It's getting you back in spirit, getting you back in touch with spirit, right? The Six of Wands is an ultimate victory, and yet the Queen of Swords here that it's clarified with is kind of looking off into the distance like, what the fuck? Like spirit's excited. It's a victory. But what the heart thought the truth wasn't necessarily what ended up being the outcome. Right? Ultimately, it's a victory. It's just not what we expected or what we thought. And that's okay. It starts a whole new beginning based in compassion and formation, right? The creation of things through higher empathic understanding instead of regression and dissolution. Right? We can't get discouraged and think that everything that we try and do is pointless, because it's not. It's just what we choose to focus on. Are we focusing on everything we're doing being pointless, and so therefore we don't do anything at all anymore? Or are we embracing the fact that things shift in our favor for a reason? They change and don't work out the way we thought it was going to work out because spirit's helping us dodge bullets. You know what I mean? Like between the beta of spirit wolf helping your intuition and your instincts, if you really thought about it, if something isn't working out, a part of you kind of always knew it wouldn't. Part of you always kind of knew it wouldn't, because you couldn't see beyond it. You were trying to attain the goal but couldn't actually see beyond the goal. Well, if it was the goal that was divinely aligned, you would be able to see the continuation of it, but it stopped there, Or you thought it would be for the best, if it actually worked out, but you never actually truly felt like it was going to work out, which means there must be something better that you didn't see, understand, or perceive yet. So trust that whatever is unfolding, it's yielding new beginnings. This is a completion for you. It's a major completion for you, and a chance to embody the awareness and perspective that spirit has to get you back in touch with your intuition and your instincts. Maybe what you were working on or working towards was beautiful, but the players involved weren't in the same alignment, and so to move forward with those players, it wouldn't have worked out. Certain things had to be removed first, because it wouldn't be successful the way you wanted it to be successful or saw it successful if they were still in the picture. You know what I mean? Because energy is important. Energy is important. Spirit holds the highest compassion for you and is the greatest generator of our highest good when we allow it to take place and not be distracted or discouraged or prideful and then not caring, right? We can't not care. We have to be more interested. Okay, it's not unfolding the way I thought. All right, spirit, you have me curious. What's unfolding then? How can I work with you more? Talking to spirit, how can I work with you more instead of against you? Right? Have those divine conversations within the self and see what you come up with. Because I feel like this is majorly beneficial. I just don't think it's what you planned. Okay? Just know whatever is going on, it's in your highest good. So I have faith that this will help. You probably already have a good idea of what I'm talking about. Let me know how it resonates for you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, secret code name Tucan, for being a part of this event. Know that any reviews left in my shop are greatly appreciated. You can always shoot me a PM. Let me know how it resonates. My love and support are with you always. Remember to love each other, but most importantly, love yourself. Take care.